Hey, can we clap it up for Evan and all facilitators of the space? Also, make some noise for the Joyce Gordon Gallery, y'all. Come on, 20 years, it says right up there. Amazing. Um, and I got one more thing to add to the bio. I just got married. So, what's today? Today's the second. Is it the third? Not yet. Okay, cool. Exactly almost 1 month ago. So, officially Tasha's husband. Bam, there she is. And so, are y'all ready for the love poem portion of the night? Because that's all I got. It was really sweet getting to be in a deep practice of just like, love in preparation for our wedding. So, yeah, we made like these little handouts for folks that came to our wedding that also have poems and like activities in them. So, I'm gonna be reading from that. This first poem is called I'm Going to Get Married. I'm going to get married, y'all. I'm gonna rock an olive green 3-piece vintage suit so fresh, I'm gonna make my mama cry. I'm gonna make a theater stage holy. I'm going to finally see my brothers and sisters in the same room for the first time in my life. I'm gonna lose it. Then I'm going to find it. It being us in a little blue car with tin cans dragged behind us like in those old-timey TV shows. I'm going to level with you. We might not do the tin can thing, but bless whoever it was that started that tradition to let everyone know as loudly as possible that yes, there is such a thing as a black and white movie ending. I'm going to call it a book. I'm going to call it miscegenation in the era of Clarence Thomas. I'm going to call it a sunset. Then I'm going to ride off into it. Oh yeah, there's going to be more ahs. Are you ready? More. This one is called A Love Poem for Tasha. A love poem for Tasha should involve a gallery of baked delicacies posing in the window, a drag race of sugar, parades floating on cream. Tasha should wait outside, a litany of quips fluttering across the tarmac like the judges she watches on TV as she decides whether to walk or lip sync for her life. And by lip sync, I mean teeth cleaving a song through the risen dough, sweet partitioned into bites small enough to savor. Oh, little-mouthed queen, unpainted diva, I want to ornate you in shiny things, turn on the cameras in our dressing room-sized apartment, and make you feel as big as you deserve. Your dream journal, a confessional for the girls to lean in and gossip about what this morning's nonlinear narrative told you this time. Your sunscreen infused with glitter. At the end of each season, everyone you love is invited to pull off a look in your honor. 1, the auntie cooing over FaceTime. 2, the 16-hour day conducted from bed. 3, the ousting the anti-black executive director. And you decide who wore it best. And though they try, they never look half as good as you. Oh, yay! Everyone say on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Yay. This is timely. Cause Halloween's coming up. Anybody got their costumes yet? Yeah. Oh, what you gonna be? A boxer? Come on. A sexy boxer. It's like Michael B. Jordan Creed. Like, yeah. What y'all gonna be? Yo, can we snap it up for the dragons and the butterflies in this space? Come on. May that be your every day. There was a family video that I got to see when visiting Tasha and her family one time where it was little Tasha and she was like a little girl and she was bald because she hadn't grown hair yet. And like she was like this princess, this like just tiny little thing. And I had to write a poem about it. It is called Bald and Dressed for Halloween. I Recognize My Love. Even as a toddler, she turns her whole body at attention. Somewhere off screen, the object of her desire, a horse, wooden and galloping across the parlor on 2 slivers of moon. She stops, stands still, reaches one arm into the air beside her and opens her hand, a bag of candy plummeting to the floor. Imagine, listeners, letting go of something with such drama. The hour marching through the neighborhood in Queens regalia. The promise of sugar ending with a fist cast into the periphery and then released, unlooking for gravity to decide what happens next. The bag of candy already behind you. The horse rocking triumphantly between your knees. Imagine now being the horse, saddled by a grown woman's love, witnessed by all her eyes. The peach, she arcs her whole body over the sink to wash, careful not to peel its skin. Or the phone, when it buzzes with her father's face, and there is nothing else except that glowing field of glass she presses her cheek against, the hooves she hears trotting away on the other side. Forgive me, my love, for mistaking myself for the spilled candy, forever thinking I was sweet dust gathered beneath your heels, jealous of how you stampede into the next sunset, how you hold your world like the world, even as it rides you into the ground. Didn't I know I could have been the camera, the finger, the flash, capturing every hair that sprouted from that smooth baby head? I could have been the gown dancing by your feet, lifting you in parade as we both turned from one vigil to the next. And I got one last poem. It's called We Did Everything Out of Order. One thing to note is that this November, we're going to be celebrating 12 years together. What? Say 12 years. That's a whole, yeah, that's a long time. That's a dozen. So that's all of our 20s. And it's been, on our 10th anniversary, Tasha proposed to me. And so this is, imagine being in a relationship where you're living with this person and you're not married, but when you go to your mom's house, they're like, you can't sleep in the same room. Y'all gotta, even though we pay rent. But so this poem is called We Did Everything Out of Order. Our first wedding was in 2011, 1 decade before she knelt on that beach and poemed us betrothed. A full PhD tenure before same-sex marriage is legalized in the United States. Only 20 years after the final law against interracial marriage is struck down. I was 20 and you were 19, and we danced and flirted beneath a rainbow-colored sky while our homies kissed and said their vows, despite a country that still declared their love criminal. In 2013, we moved in with nobody's permission but our own. What heathens, in our studio apartment making church of the kitchen floor, where siblings and friends made their beds and spoke story until sunrise, where we squeezed our knees and elbows into a shower stall built for one, where singing lessons made the bedroom Zoom call a form of praise and worship, and online therapy baptized the kitchen into a vow of silence. If you asked my mama, she'd call it living in sin. If you asked my mama, she would tell you how she almost took the ring off her own finger to officiate this union herself. Tasha proposed with a gold wedding band on the beach of our 10-year anniversary. So what do we exchange here, if not a small, untarnished star, as if to say, I hope to orbit you even when the sun refuses to rise? If not a seafoam dress and kelp green suit to remember us when the oceans dry to dust? How do we learn to begin at the end? The same way weddings howl drunk at the heels of funerals. There are people that should be here that are not here, but that doesn't mean they didn't walk us down the aisle, throw rice behind us after every family dinner. They gave us away a long time ago, alive in our smiles. They're speaking at our wedding right now. We did everything out of order, and praise us for it. This home we made, these children we raised, this life we walked through backwards, 33, going on 12, going on day 1. How our days grow longer and less filled with smoke. Thank you.